Mm. Australia is in no position associated with this whatsoever, except as the audience. So, would you like an audience comment on um, the firebombing? Was it a fire? Was it firebombing? No, it wasn't firebombing. So something happened to some guy named Ben Shapiro the other day, and then now they just had an article that said that some guy killed his parents in Wisconsin, and then as part of a plot to assassinate Donald Trump, and he had a bunch of notes suggesting that he was some kind of neo-Nazi character that supported Hitler. This is getting confusing. This is getting very, very confusing. Um, they were showing Republican senators, so that's Donald Trump's guys, right? In videos quoting Goebbels in the Senate. They were showing Donald Trump with a copy of Mein Kampf beside his bedside table. They were showing that Donald Trump's administration or cabinet, specifically executive branch, had, the presidency had, what was that? Ignored a court ruling of 9-0 on a particular matter. In that case, it had something to do with immigration in El Salvador. They were showing that Donald Trump and his administration, including members of the Republican Party, had gone out of their way to stage a coup. They had shown that Donald Trump's friend, Mr. Musk, had founded Doji and actually said on Twitter that it was a coup after he bought it specifically for propaganda purposes. They had shown the tech bros, who were friends with Donald Trump, at his inauguration, were actually doing something with Stargate IO and whatever else. They showed that Donald Trump was the fascist. They suggested Donald Trump was the Nazi, and the only thing that distinguished Donald Trump from Nazis is that he didn't want to kill Israelis, although he did want to turn Palestine into some kind of, was it a casino or something like that, or was that a joke? I'm not really quite sure, why the Israelis would still sell their stolen land to Trump so he could build a casino there. I mean, is that why Israel bombed Palestine recently? So it's to do a bit of a bulldozing effort so we can put a casino there. Is that what? See, all these things the thing is what part of that is fascism? Well, it's all fascism, okay? Um, the shotgun oil tactics of the Democrat Party is fascism just as much as they are responses to actual tactics by the Trump administration, which are in fact shock and awe tactics. So let's have a look at the US media and the US media's role in it. More shock and awe tactics. 1 minute they're going up. It's not all Republicans they're going after. They went after a Democrat, did they? Named Ben Shapiro, did they? Oh, okay. Okay. But most of the time when they've been reporting, they've been saying that, it's been stuff associated with Trump and Musk that's been attacked by Republican voters or ex-Republican voters. Sometimes they've been in the military. And it's like, are they afraid to admit, are there people over there that are afraid to admit that perhaps that MAGA is actually disappointed that they voted for Trump? I mean, some statistics that they've shown suggest they didn't anyway. I mean, that the statistics of the primary vote between Harris and Trump was 31 and 32% respectively. So neither of them got over 50% of the primaries. He got 1% more than her. And of course, here we go, 32 plus 31, you get 63, which means you get you get 27%. Was it 27% voted for someone else, and some of that would have been Bernie Sanders. And it's like, well, that's kind of close. And there was something about electoral colleges or something, wasn't there? So now we're in a situation where we're going, well, we're in a situation now. Your United States is in a situation where your audience is going, so it is true that Starlink rigged the election then. I mean, we can see how the tech bros benefited. They were the first people to give him executive orders, so there's that. And also have one running a radio OPN, so there's also that. Oh no, Trump is actually against the tech bros. Mark Zuckerberg had a hearing and stuff like that. Are you sure? See, if the apps are associated with China, perhaps on some small level, then it deflects attention away from Donald Trump and Russia, doesn't it? Which, by the way, is what a fascist leader would do. So just quietly, they're only friends when there's benefits. It sounds like that. Wisconsin again? What's with the young people in Wisconsin? Wasn't it the case that during the election campaign, Thomas Matthew Crooks is said to have attempted the assassination of Donald Trump at a rally, and he was from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and he looked like a bit of a cheater. And someone in the audience got killed instead. Ouch. Poor audience member. They also said that he was previously a registered Republican voter. Oh, wait. And then on the 1st of January after the election, or one of the first terrorist attacks on US soil, they apparently have 4 of them every day. They don't usually call them that, though. They call them gun massacres. Anyway, America's a strange place, isn't it? Then they're only in America, they say. All over Australia, pretty much everywhere across the planet. Only in America. What a hole. Anyway, so what happened? Oh, some guy comes along and he firebombed a cyber truck or something outside of Trump Tower in Vegas, and he crossed the border from Texas to do it, and he just so happened to be from the U.S. military and a registered Republican voter. Are you noticing a pattern here? They're telling stories about registered Republican voters bombing stuff associated with, or shooting stuff associated with, the Republican Party. So they're not actually happy. It's like saying that they're not happy with their party. And so there's supposed to be commentators saying that Stalin did it, Stalin rigged the election and stuff like that. There's something wrong. There was even a video of Donald Trump in the Oval Office saying that he rigged the election. So he's rigged the election. Okay, they think Stalin did it. They know Starlink's directly connected to Elon Musk. They know tech bros are up in that fucking shit. Okay, and they're saying that stuff to people, and then you've got people from the Republican Party going out and bombing Republican things. And that one time Ben Shapiro happened to be a Democrat. Ooh, that changes everything, does it? No, it doesn't. It's the same shit, different asshole, different day. Okay? The long and the short of it is there's probably not as many MAGAs in the United States as publicity, including from MAGAs, would have you think. And the ones that are there are really pissed off at what's going on. And both Democrat and Republican media are causing that shit stir. So, a fascist is as a fascist does, and Donald Duck waddles like a duck, he quacks like a duck, and he is Donald Duck, isn't he? Donald Duck, who got shot by Daffy Duck, who was a snappy Tom, while Elon Musk or Elon Le Pew Pew thought Donnie was beautiful. Had nothing to do with styling, did it? You know? Or Matthew from Milwaukee. On that subject, you can rest assured that the gaming community probably has back channels where they're aware of Elon Musk talking to a fellow named Matthew from Milwaukee, who turns out to be Thomas Matthew Crooks from the year 2021. So many of these are probably, or at least that one, would qualify as a false flag operation. Have a nice day, USA.